I'm Brad Browning, and in the next 4 minutes, I'm going to share with you a dramatic secret that will force your ex to feel so much emotional obsession for you that he will do anything he has to win you back. This desire will be so intense that he'll be filled with the purest form of guilt for ever letting you walk away. And his mind will be filled with reasons why getting back together with you will be the best decision of his entire life. In fact, the moment you use this crazy and dramatic secret on him, he will instantly forget about every other woman that has crossed his path. All of a sudden, he'll be dreaming about you all day long, texting you like the day you first met, and whispering in your ear the words that you thought you'd never hear again. I miss you, I love you, I need you back. And it doesn't matter if he completely ignores you, because now the thought of going a single day without hearing your voice will be a total nightmare to him. It doesn't matter if he hates you, because now you will erase all of the negative emotions that he has of you and replace them with thoughts of pure yearning and desire. And it doesn't even matter if he's in love with another woman, because once you use this secret on him, he will immediately break up with her and feel an unbelievable sense of loneliness that you and only you can fix. But first, I have to warn you, you absolutely must watch this video all the way to the end right now, because the longer you wait, the more likely it is that you'll further damage your chances with your ex, and you'll risk losing him to another woman forever. Now, I know these are some pretty big claims, especially if you've tried everything to get your ex-boyfriend to come back. But to prove it to you, let me share a mind-boggling story that will surely make your heart race. Maya thought she had found the one, the perfect man, the father of her children. For 5 years, she fantasized going down this road of happiness, one foot after the other, feeling so relieved that she'd finally found the man that she'd been dreaming about her entire life. Then, one day, she walked into their home, and her eyes lit up with excitement, thinking more than anything that he was going to get down on one knee and propose to her. But instead, he looked at her with cold, dead eyes, and then said something that sent a frosty chill up her spine. "I don't love you. I'm not sure I ever did. I can't be here anymore." With just a few words, Maya's world came crashing down on top of her. Can you forgive her for throwing her phone across the room? I certainly can. Her stomach felt like it had been punched 100 times, and she gasped for air as her vision began to blur. At first, Maya couldn't believe it. She wouldn't accept it, but the icy look in his eye confirmed that this was real, that he was really leaving her. 5 of her best years wasted. And no matter how much she begged, how much she pleaded, or how many times she apologized and promised to change, it made no difference. It was like banging her head against a brick wall. In the weeks that followed, Maya spent nights lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, wondering what she could have done or said differently. She sent him long emails and text messages, apologizing for everything she felt like she did wrong. Sometimes she'd wait for hours, staring at her cell phone, hoping that it would eventually vibrate with the arrival of a text message or phone call from her ex. Worst of all, she thought to herself, maybe I'm just not beautiful enough for him anymore. And no matter how hard she tried to fight those feelings, it haunted her day and night. But then something jaw-dropping happened. I approached Maya with something that I'd been working on for over 7 years in secret. It's a simple system based on the most groundbreaking psychological research. A system that causes even the coldest and most distant man to feel an overwhelming wave of love and adoration for whoever used it on him. When I shared this simple secret with Maya, she was skeptical at first. After all, she had tried everything. She tried ignoring him, she tried using weird manipulation tactics, but absolutely nothing worked. So with nothing to lose, she began using my secret. And that's when everything began to change. Within 1 day of using my strange technique, she received a text message from her ex wanting to meet up because he had something deeply urgent to discuss. Stunned, she drove over to his place, not knowing what to expect. With her hands shaking, she knocked on his door. The door flung open so fast that it startled her. Then, as quickly as the door opened, her ex grabbed her with tears streaming down his face and said words that would fill her heart with the purest form of joy. He said, "Losing you was the biggest mistake of my entire life. I was such an idiot. I need you back in my life." Afterwards, he spent the entire night desperately begging Maya on his knees to take him back. And what happened 2 months later will stun you. Because during a romantic Caribbean cruise, the man that was once ready to leave Maya, the man that once said, "I don't love you anymore," the man that was once ready to throw away 5 years of their lives, eagerly bent down on one knee and asked her just one simple question. "Will you marry me?" Excited by my success, I began sharing this dramatic secret with other women that were going through difficult breakups, and the results were absolutely shocking. I shared this secret with Elizabeth, a 47-year-old woman whose husband was pulling away from her. And within moments, her husband began feeling a burst of loneliness and depression at the thought of losing her, and he vowed to love her until the end of days. Then I shared this secret with Carly, a 37-year-old hairdresser who thought she was going to lose the absolute man of her dreams. And the moment she used this crazy secret on him, he immediately dropped everything he was doing, drove over to her house, and held her firmly in his arms. They've been inseparable ever since. I even shared it with Miranda, a 28-year-old psychology student who was scared that her boyfriend had fallen in love with another woman. And the moment she used this dramatic secret on him, he blocked and deleted the other woman's contact from his phone and vowed never to speak to her again. And when you use this trick for yourself, don't be surprised when your man shows up to your doorstep, wraps his arms around you, kisses you like you're the last woman on earth, and makes you feel safe and sound, knowing that you'll never lose him ever again. So what's the secret? Well, in order to make your ex come crawling back to you, you just need to follow 3 simple steps. Step number 1, understand that your ex lied to you. After a breakup, men usually say things like, "I just need some time alone," or "I'm just not ready for a serious relationship right now." But these lies just act as a cover for the real reason why he broke up with you. You need to decode the male psyche and cut past the deception to reveal the primal emotional reason why your relationship ended, and fix it before it's too late. Step number 2, you're going to have to accept that your old relationship is gone and that you can't have it back. And that's actually a good thing because your old relationship was destined to fail anyway. What you need to do is start a brand new relationship, one that will make his stomach fill with butterflies every time he lays his eyes on you, one that will make his mind light up with joy every time he hears your voice, and one that will make him fight tooth and nail to make you feel happy, safe, and adored. Step number 3. In order to make your ex come crawling back to you, you need to erase all of the negative memories and thoughts he has of you and replace them with positive ones. You need to tap into his primal masculine feelings and plant the seeds of passion, romance, and sexuality so that he can't imagine himself with anyone else. By the time you finish step 3, don't be shocked if your ex-boyfriend comes knocking at your door and sweeps you off your feet. Don't be startled if he begins doing anything he has to just to put a smile on your face. And don't be overwhelmed when he mentions how eager he is to drop down on one knee and devote himself to you forever. So you're probably thinking now, okay, Brad, these tactics are extremely powerful and I get that. But how do I get started? Well, allow me to introduce what I've been working on like crazy for almost a decade. I call this simple step-by-step system the X Factor Guide. This is a system that I've poured my blood, sweat, and tears into that teaches women exactly what to do, leaving no stone unturned. This comprehensive system is my pride and joy. It's an idiot-proof program that I've been tweaking and perfecting constantly. And when you grab your copy today, you're only 5 minutes away from getting started. 5 minutes away from switching on the metaphorical magnet that will pull him back into your arms. Now, this isn't rocket science, but what I can tell you for certain is that you definitely haven't read or heard much of the stuff that I reveal in my program. Sure, maybe you've seen some of it regurgitated elsewhere on the internet, but most of it is going to be new to you. Here's a few examples. The 4-sentence clean slate email template that you can copy and paste and send to your ex-boyfriend right now that will help undo any damage that you've already done since the breakup. How simply not contacting your ex, like many people suggest, is totally useless and guaranteed to fail unless you set the stage first by using my magnetic attraction technique. How memorizing 3 simple sentences will prepare you to take advantage of any encounter with your ex, ensuring you'll never be caught off guard or left wondering what to say. How trying to make your ex jealous is incredibly risky and likely to backfire unless you use my foolproof covert jealousy tactic. The 3 simple text messages that you can send him right now that will tell him exactly how you feel without making you look needy and without revealing your true intentions. Do this right now and he'll feel an overbearing sense of regret. Why you should almost never say sorry to your ex, even if you think you've done something wrong. How saying my 6 magic words will make him stop fantasizing about any other woman and ignite his primal desire to satisfy only you. Why all men possess masculine instincts that drive them to seek commitment the same way that women do. And how to use this instinct to make him see you as wife material. How to create a sense of mystery that will spark your ex's curiosity to the point where he feels compelled to reach out and contact you, even if he promised himself he wouldn't. Why your ex's friends are one of the best tools you have at your disposal, and how to get them on your side without your ex ever finding out. As I already mentioned, all of this stuff has been proven effective by the thousands of women that I've worked with over the past few years. Take Danielle Walker, for example. Danielle started using my system a month ago, and last weekend she emailed me this update. Hi Brad, I just wanted to email you to say that I can't believe it worked. I'll admit, when I first watched your video, I thought it was just too good to be true, and I really thought that I had no chance. My boyfriend had broken up with me about 6.5 months ago, and despite my best efforts to win him back into my life, he continued ignoring me and was acting really distant. It was so hard for me to cope that I decided to seek help, and that's when I discovered your site and decided to try your program. Well, just 3 days after I started using your stuff, my boyfriend began sending me cute messages. I think he was quite moved by what I was saying to him. And then, out of the blue, a week later, he actually asked me out for a drink to talk things over. The rest is history, and I couldn't have done it without your guidance. Thank you, Brad. Thank you. Here's a voicemail I received last week from Patricia. Now, I'd actually never talked to Patricia before she called and left this message, but as you'll hear, she started following my X Factor system about 6 weeks ago and seems pretty happy with the way things panned out.
Hey Brad, my name is Patricia. I'm calling from LA. You may remember me. I emailed you a few months back. Anyway, I was just calling to personally thank you so much for the program. I was so skeptical when I ordered the program. My boyfriend and I, we had been broken up for months, and we lived in different cities, and I just thought there wasn't really going to be any hope. But after just 2 weeks, my boyfriend began telling me how much he really missed me. It was nice to actually tell him how much he meant to me. Anyways, your system worked, Brad. It worked, and I'm not sure I'll ever be able to repay you enough. So thanks again so much. Bye for now.
Am I absolutely certain that my system will instantly solve all your problems? Of course not. But I do know that grabbing a copy of my program will dramatically improve your odds and give you a legitimate shot at waking up next to him every morning. Listen, I know there are other similar programs out there on the internet, but there's really no other system in the world like this. I know for a fact that none of the other Get Your Ex Back guides are based on the sort of proven research and relationship science that mine is. I've done my homework, and maybe that makes me a huge geek, but I'm okay with that as long as it means my program will help you rebuild your relationship. Now, let me ask you, if your ex walked up to you right now and said he'd be willing to get back together with you, that your relationship would be stronger and more exciting than ever, but said it would cost you a bucket full of cash, how much would you be willing to fork over? $500, $1,000, $10,000? Surely if he's the one, then you'd run to the nearest bank and withdraw your life savings, right? But don't worry, I'm not going to ask for your life savings. Hell, I'm not even going to ask you for $200. But ask yourself, do you really love this guy? Do you really want to get your ex back? Is he the one? If the answer to those questions is yes, if this is the man you want to be in that rocking chair beside you 50 years down the road, then it shouldn't matter what the price is, because you really can't let him get away no matter how much it costs. Do you know how rare it is to find someone who melts your heart the way he does? Do you know how unlikely it is that you'll ever find a man like this again? A few years from now, looking back, you might be willing to pay thousands of dollars for one more chance to get him back in your life. There's nothing worse than constantly wondering, what if? Wondering if you could have done or said something that would have made him come running back to you, eager to spend a lifetime together. So normally, my system sells for $349, and I've had hundreds of ladies say that it was worth every penny. But like I said, I really want you to see for yourself how well it works, and I don't want the cost to prevent you from trying it out. Several people said I was crazy to offer the program at $129, and I told them that was still too expensive for some people. So for a limited time, I've decided to offer the entire X Factor program, everything you see here, for just $47. Yes, that's a one-time payment of $47 in exchange for a proven system that's helped thousands of women from around the world get exactly what they're looking for, a second chance with the man of their dreams. The entire system, everything you need to start winning him back, is available immediately after you sign up. There's no shipping fees and no waiting around for the mailman to deliver a package. Just download the program and get going now, even if it's 2 a.m. and you're in your pajamas. Look, I know that despite everything I've said in this video so far, you may still be skeptical. Fair enough, there's a lot of garbage for sale on the internet these days. But to prove to you that I'm not a fraud and that this program really does work extremely well, I'm going to guarantee your success. Here's the deal. You sign up for my program, go through it in its entirety, and apply the step-by-step strategies that I've laid out. And if, after following my advice, he's somehow not begging for you to take him back, if he's not ripping your clothes off and giving you the best sex of your life, if your love isn't the strongest it's ever been, I'll give you 100% of your money back, no questions asked. Don't worry about rushing the process either. You've got a full 2 months to apply my techniques and build a new life with your man. For a full 60 days after you sign up for my program, you can just click your mouse a few times and get a 100% refund. And if you act now, you'll also be getting the audio version of my program at no additional cost. That means you'll be able to upload my training course on your iPhone or iPod so you can learn my techniques at the gym or on the go. Not only that, but I'm going to also throw in 3 additional bonuses at no extra cost. My first bonus is my Make Him Fall in Love Again video series. In this comprehensive video series, you'll learn exercises that will mentally prepare you for any encounter with your ex. Now, I know I've talked a lot about rewiring your ex's mind, but sometimes in order to do that, you need to rewire your mind too. This video series will show you a few simple neuro-linguistic exercises that will shift the way you fundamentally feel about your situation. See, I just know that sometimes you miss your ex so much that it can be almost unbearable. But if you do these exercises, you'll find that the pain in your chest will start to fade. And you'll finally be able to live your life without that depression that can be so debilitating. Next, you'll gain access to my How to Read a Man ebook by Amy North. In this bonus, you'll learn a secret language that men use, a language that gives you the power to know exactly what he's feeling. No more guessing and no more misinterpreting what he's saying. You'll have the ability to ensure that you meet his each and every need. And because of this amazing ability, he'll feel like you're the only woman on earth that can make him feel this special. You'll also be getting my Why Men Pull Away bonus ebook. In this powerful bonus, you'll uncover the scientific reasons why men pull away and lose interest in perfectly good women. It has nothing to do with how beautiful or smart they are, and it doesn't even matter how good the sexual chemistry is either. There's something deeper and more powerful at play here, and this ebook will tell you everything you need to know. Why Men Pull Away is available for free when you buy the X Factor Guide today. By themselves, these bonuses are worth more than $200, but they're free today when you sign up for the X Factor Guide. And all you have to do to get started is enter your email address in the box right below and press the Add to Cart button. Don't worry, when you click the button, you'll see a summary of the program costs and what you'll be receiving for your $47, plus info on my 60-day money-back guarantee. And from there, you'll be literally 2 minutes away from accessing the entire program. Oh, and one other thing you might be wondering about. I know a lot of people hate giving their credit card information over the internet. I totally get that, and I'm the same way. But with the payment platform that I use, ClickBank, you never have to worry about security or privacy. Thanks to ClickBank's payment processing system, I'll never see your credit card details. Your purchase will be secured using the most advanced encryption technology that money can buy. That also means that if you're worried that I may not honor my 60-day money-back guarantee, ClickBank has your back and will always be there to process the refund. A lot of people ask me, if this program works as well as you say it does, then why are you only charging $47? Well, there's a simple reason for that. I'm trying to sell as many copies as I can this month to get some exposure and collect a bunch of new customer testimonials. The price will be going up by a significant amount sometime in the next week, so if you're on the fence about signing up, then I strongly urge you to do it today before I raise the price. And don't forget, with my 100% money-back guarantee, you can always buy now at the reduced price and then email me later for a refund if you aren't totally thrilled with the program. So there's no risk and you're getting a serious discount. What are you waiting for? Enter your email address below and click the Add to Cart button and get started today if you want to be my next success story. At this point, the way I see it, you really have just 2 options. Option 1, you leave this website and you think about it. But like I said at the beginning of this video, you only have a limited window of opportunity to apply my psychological techniques. The longer you wait, the more likely it is that you'll push your ex-boyfriend into the arms of another woman, and he'll be gone forever. If there's anything else that I can guarantee, it's that this will happen eventually if you don't do something about it today. And then there's option 2. You click the Add to Cart button below, and you take me up on my risk-free offer. You'll be literally 3 minutes away from planting the seeds of attraction inside your ex's mind, and you'll gain an unfair advantage over every other woman that's trying to steal him out from under you. And again, you're backed by my ironclad 60-day money-back guarantee, so there's literally no risk on your part. All you have to do to get started is enter your email address below and click the Add to Cart button. You can start learning exactly what to say and do to your man to make him infatuated with you again, obsessed with you again. You'll finally be able to feel the way that only he can make you feel by using my patented system. You'll flood his entire body with lust and adoration just by saying a few lines. And I can't even begin to tell you how successful this program has been for other women all around the world. Please be another one of my success stories. And all you have to do is just enter your email address and click the Add to Cart button. Don't waste another second. The longer you wait, the more likely it is that your ex-boyfriend could be falling for another girl. I'm sorry if that sounds harsh, but deep down you know it's the truth. He's not going to be single forever. And when he does fall for another woman, what then? At that point, your window of opportunity closes rapidly. So the sooner you try the X Factor guide, the better. Don't take that risk and just click the Add to Cart button right now. I've poured years and years of research into this system and I want you to try it now. You won't regret it. Thank you. Still here? Here are some of the most common questions that I get about my program. What happens if I decide the program isn't for me and I want to take you up on your 100% money back guarantee? Like I said, getting a refund is easy. All you have to do is email me at brad@xfactorguide.com and provide me with your ClickBank receipt number. Then I'll process your refund through ClickBank. Simple. Even in the extremely unlikely event you can't get a hold of me to process your refund, ClickBank has your back and you can contact them directly to get your refund. My ex and I broke up more than a year ago. Will this work for me? Well, a lot of my clients ask whether it's possible for them to get their ex